The colonialists came out to say just 1,000 people were killed. In 1903, they took over Atiab land just like they took over every part of Nigeria. In 1910, because of the policy of taxation, because we were subjected to the Hausa Fulani leadership, our people revolted and some of them were killed. Moving to 1946, just after the Second World War, there was another uprising. 1956, 1987, 89, 1992, and down to the Sharia crisis when they wanted to Islamize the whole of Kaduna state. And our people said no. The point is, we are unfortunate to find ourselves in an environment that is so hostile to us. Very hostile. We are fed up. We are tired. We cannot keep quiet anymore. We cannot. We cannot keep quiet anymore. There are pictures, there are videos, there are evidences about people getting killed every day. And what do we have? They come out to say it's banditry. Do we have bandits in Southern Kaduna? No! Do we have bandits in Southern Kaduna? No! Do we have criminals? No! We are one of the most peaceful people you can ever come across. Yes. We are law-abiding. If you doubt me, go to the internet right now. Try to find out if you ever see up to 10 people, criminals from Southern Kaduna. If you are fortunate to find yourself in Southern Kaduna, midnight, you go to anywhere, hold your phone and do whatever it is, and then you get back to your destination, safe and sound, without anyone harassing you.
Say it louder.
We are the most hospitable people you can ever come across. Yes. But we've been over-abused, and we're saying enough is enough.
Enough is enough.
Yes. Our government is not helping issues. I think someone said something about if insurgency lasts more than 24 hours, the government has a hand in it. Yes. This morning, we started this protest, organizing this protest day before yesterday. It's supposed to happen in Kaduna, Abuja, and Lagos. This morning, the Kaduna boys were arrested for a peaceful sit-out.
For what?
For what? I'm talking to you now. Those guys are in cuffs in Kaduna State. Our whole state.
We are tired. In your land. Enough is enough.
We are tired.
Mumu don't do. Justice must prevail. Justice.
We are crying. We are tired.
We are crying.
We are tired. Bro, should I give you my food? We are tired. We've had enough. Let me tell you something that happened 3 weeks ago, before the first protest. I was in the studio. Oh, guys, sorry. I am a newscaster. I'm a journalist like you. That's what I do for a living. My kind of journalism is not the type that will sit back and watch things happen. No, I am directly affected. Yes, sir. I cannot keep quiet. Yes. I can't.
We are behind you.
I just finished reading the news, 6 p.m. news. I came out of the studio, went through my phone, saw lots of missed calls. I called back instantly. My mother was running and crying with gunshots in the background. I cannot keep quiet. Early this year, a girl I never knew existed as my own blood was shot and killed in broad daylight by Fulani people. No, they are not bandits.
They are Fulani.
They are not headsmen. They are Fulani people.
And we know their agenda.
We are not hiding. We are not being diplomatic about this. We are tired. We are fed up. Every day keep killing our people. We cannot keep quiet.
How long?
My brother died in 2008, my immediate elder brother. Last year, December, I found out that my brother had a daughter. I was happy about it. I wanted to meet Bridget. Bridget was in the market in Goragan. She was shot and killed by Fulani people in broad daylight.
We will never leave our land.
I cannot keep quiet. I've had enough. The oppression is too much.
Never give land to them.
If you are from Southern Kaduna, if you go to school in APU, you will see the humiliation. Most of our people are clerical staff. Go to Kaduna State and see what our people are going through. I cannot keep quiet. I've had enough. I've had enough of it. Our government is not helping issues. My brothers went out to protest against the killing. After the killing, they will not send security. There's no presence of security in Southern Kaduna. And the security we have right now are enablers. They are behind all of this. Another demand we want now is we don't want the presence of soldiers, the police, whatever it is, in Southern Kaduna. We don't want their presence in Southern Kaduna. We have had enough. We have had enough. We didn't come into this world to suffer. I mean. Look at me. If you know me in person, mommy, come here. Come. We went to school together. You know me right from APU. Mohammed, you can testify of how I am. Tell them something about me. Just say something about me. That's a typical representation of a Southern Kaduna person. Say it. Take.
Good morning, everybody.
Press that button.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Ivan is a fun-loving person, and he always keeps away from trouble, although he is a freedom fighter. And he's one who fights for the just and one who fights for the oppressed. And in all my dealings with persons or people from Southern Kaduna, I have never seen one who enables violence. Abel is from Southern Kaduna. Abel is my housemate and he was my roommate when we were in school. Until date, we are still friends. You can see I and Abel. Abel, please come forward. We went to school together. This is the definition of a Southern Kaduna man. And this is the definition of another Southern Kaduna man. In my life, and you can take it on record, in my life, I have never encountered a Southern Kaduna man who is not a lover of peace, who is not a fighter for the just, and who is not a fighter for the oppressed. In my life, I have never come across one. And the both of them is a definition. All of them here is a representation that what is going on in Southern Kaduna is too much. 27 persons dead is not a joke. And the government is keeping quiet about it.
Thank you, Mohammed. Guess what? We are not fighting against Muslims. He is a Muslim. He just said it now. We are not fighting against Muslims. No. But there are people whose script has been written for them for centuries and they are following those scripts. Let me tell you something else. Since Erufai came into power, there's not a single development in Southern Kaduna. The roads we have in Southern Kaduna were built by McCarthy down to Yakoa. Not a single project in Southern Kaduna. The only project we have are mass burials.
Okay, so we're here today on behalf of the Southern Kaduna people to tell the world what we're experiencing in our communities, the incessant killings that is ongoing almost on a weekly basis in the various communities of Southern Kaduna. We're here to ask the international community to come to our aid. We're here to ask the government of Nigeria to do the needful thing to stop these killings. We're here to ask His Excellency the Governor of Kaduna State to put aside every form of affiliations and rise to the occasions to ensure that these killings come to an end in Southern Kaduna.
Right. So I would like to tell us what would be the next step of action if after all of this protest and if all of this is done and then there's no response from the government.
A follow-up, please.
Well,
what are your demands from the government?
Well, the demands we're making of the government, starting from His Excellency our Governor, is to do the needful, to ensure that there is peace in the Southern Kaduna communities. He's the Chief Security Officer of Kaduna State. It is his responsibility to ensure that there is peace. So we are calling on him to do all that is necessary to ensure that these killings come to an end. We have had several crises. We have had executive governors who have handled these things. So we're asking him to do the right thing and to ensure that these killings come to an end. We're also calling on His Excellency, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, to also rise to the occasion and ensure that these killings stop.
All right, sir. A final question. We would like you to say a word or two to the Southern Kaduna people.
I'm calling on my people. We have been peace-loving people. We've been law-abiding people, and I'm still calling on them to be peace-loving and to be law-abiding. That's what I'm calling on them to do. In as much as we have a government in place, we're asking the government to do the needful thing. But let's not take laws into our hands. But we must sit and be watchful. We must sit and be watchful. As a people, we must sit and be watchful.
Yeah, it's been a challenging time for the Southern Kaduna. It's quite worrisome that there have been continuous killing in Southern Kaduna. My cousin, who I call him my cousin, but he's actually my uncle, but he's like we're age mates, was killed few months ago in Madakia, Masirga. Now, I've been in Lagos, I've been seeing pictures, I've been communicating with my people. It's horrible. And just recently, 33 people were killed. I'm sure the media is aware of that. We saw how Jua Amadi's father was killed too. And 20 houses were burnt. Our people are in refugee camps. They can't go to their houses. They can't live in the comfort of their homes. It's quite disheartening that we have no government.
What is your demands?
Our demands are straight. We want to break away from Kaduna State. We want to break away because this thing keeps continuing. It's devastating. It's continuously. And since the government can't protect us, let them free us from that land. We saw where McCarthy, when he was in government, when there was issue of Sharia law, he applied wisdom by saying the northern part of Kaduna should exercise Sharia law, while that of the southern Kaduna should be free from Sharia law. That's wisdom from a government that understands humanity. But in this case, the government is taking sides, so we don't even know where we belong. And looking at the fact that at the moment, the government in Southern Kaduna is being ruled by a Muslim government, thereby rendering our people helpless. We have no representation from Southern Kaduna. Yes. So thereby we demand that we break away from Southern Kaduna, and we are being allowed to control ourselves and to select leaders that can stand for us.
Well, actually, we are not new to what is happening. We are not new to the happenings in Southern Kaduna. The genocide has been happening, it has been real, it has been unabated. I mean, it is highly coordinated, so to say. Now, we only have, first and foremost, we have one demand. And the demand is this. This security in Southern Kaduna should be withdrawn with immediate effect, especially the army. They should please be withdrawn. Because we cannot have army on ground under a rigidly imposed curfew, and then our people being killed on daily basis. That is not accepted. It is never accepted and will not take it. The army should please be withdrawn. Please and please. That is prayer number one. Because we believe that this curfew is meant to give to pave a way for these herders coming to kill us. I mean, it's uncalled for. Between Kaura Masara and Krum Masara and where these military are, it's less than 2 minutes. And then how did these invaders came past all these checkpoints, past the military, and then kill people for more than 4 hours without any intervention? That is uncalled for. So the prayer number one is this. The military should be withdrawn. Prayer number two is this. Agree with Southern Kaduna today, it can be somewhere tomorrow. And the South should come collectively and say no to this genocide going on in Southern Kaduna. It is southern Kaduna today. Tomorrow it might be south. It might be southern Nigeria. So please, we are calling on Nigerians, irrespective of tribe, religion, or whatsoever, to come together. Let's fight this menace. It is actually out of hand. It is actually out of hand. Totally. We are calling on the international community to please, as a matter of urgency, intervene in southern Kaduna issue. There has never been issue from the state government. Even after 33 people were killed the day before yesterday, there has never been issued by the federal government. That is uncalled for. The responsibility of every government is to protect lives and properties. That is the primary responsibility of every government, protection of life and property. Now, in the event that government cannot protect us, we have no option to defend ourselves. And we can only do that when this army are being withdrawn. A few days ago, youths went to farm. 4 youths went to farm just to go and farm. Now, those youths were being arrested and taken to Kaduna. They are still in detention up to now. That is not good. That is not proper. That is the height of impunity. Because ordinarily, you cannot just arrest somebody who went to farm. He's not carrying any knife. He's not carrying anything. So enough is enough. The Southern Kaduna youth should know that the army are not there to protect them, but they are there as collaborators. And they should do everything possible to defend themselves. Thank you very much.
This is there's curfew since right from the coronavirus in the month of March and early April. The people don't go to the farm. Southern Kaduna people survive on their own. They survive on their own. They are self-sufficient. They are just farmers, nothing more. That's what they do to survive. Now, what do we want? We're in Abuja. Let everybody see what is happening in Southern Kaduna. Hear our voices. Come to our help. Our government cannot help. The international community is there. The media. If he cannot handle the situation, he should resign. Or they should divide Kaduna State. Divide it. We are good enough. We have 67 different tribes in Southern Kaduna. We can take care of ourselves. We can survive. We don't have the presence of governance. We can survive on our own. Get rid of all these people.
Let me step in here because I've been doing a follow-up on you. Because I'm Kaduna babes.
Okay.
I want to ask this question. It's a long overdue issue.
Yeah.
Right from I grew up there, so I know the issue. So all these things have been going on over and over. It's just as if we are just recycling everything.
We are recycling it. This is
something.
something.
The government an ultimatum. That's what I just want to.
I am not. I don't have the power to give them an ultimatum. But one thing is sure.
Because this protest is not the first one.
That's why I say I am not giving them an ultimatum. But one thing is certain. If they don't call their people to order, our people will be forced to react. They will react like the Niger Delta people. We can do and undo. Our people are strong enough to do a lot of things. For the fact that we are peace-loving and we keep quiet doesn't mean that we are stupid or something. It's Christianity that's holding us back. Go back our history and find out about our people. It's just that they tweak our history. They make it look like we don't know all these things. So if they don't call their people to order, and then we'll be forced to react. And then they should remove the soldiers from there. We want to be able to defend ourselves very well.
I want to ask that question again. The last time you said your people, while defending themselves, they were arrested.
Yes, this morning.
Did you do a follow-up on that?
They're still locked up. They are still locked up right now. Our people are still locked up. Our young men, some were arrested this morning because they came out to say to the government, enough is enough. This protest is supposed to happen in Abuja, Kaduna, and Lagos. And now I had people in Kaduna coordinating, and those that came out in Kaduna this morning were arrested. Every time there's an attack, it's our people who come out to defend themselves that get arrested. We've had enough.
So you think divide
Kaduna State. Divide is very good. Divide. We don't want. Divide Kaduna State.